show you how to put the recipe in to make your kitchen walls. Okay, now in kitchen pricing come through. Now, quite often what I'll do is I'll actually send the price through the cabinet maker and get it exact. But if you can always make it, we've made formulas up and to work out kitchens. Now, they're not always 100% accurate, but usually that close that we can get the kitchen, get the house price in that'll come up to the dollars, close enough that good enough for an estimate pricing. So what we do is we go up here to interiors. Sorry, go to building. First off, we need to look down here to our floor levels, righto. Now we put kitchen walls, and we call them kitchen walls is how we do our pricing. We're going to put them on our kitchen walls build level. So you go to kitchen walls, up to building, and then to walls. I'm going to go down to my eye, that tells me that they're not turned on properly. Kitchen walls there, we'll make sure they're turned on and live, yes. Okay, now, right click, collapse all. Now, kitchen cabinet walls. Righto, so we've got freestanding kitchen with no breakfast bar, okay? Kitchen cabinets against wall with a splashback. So these walls here will add up the splashback tiles and whatnot, as well as the kitchen cabinet for that recipe. This one here is a kitchen benchtop that goes into a window, because a little bit extra money costs to go where, say, the kitchen was against this wall here and there was a window there, so the bench would run into the window, is what that's about. Breakfast bar wall, so this would be your standard one like this here, where this back of this bench top actually runs past, so that way there's a kitchen breakfast bar there. This one here's one left over from the old recipe, so that doesn't have a recipe in it. Kitchen cabinet end panels, so we'll start on, and then we've got overhead cupboards and overhead cupboard end panels. So we'll start off with, we'll do the kitchen cupboard against the wall with splashback. So what I'll do is I'll come down here, I'll line the wall up, and I'll just draw a wall around, and I always come around the corner. It does actually overestimate a little bit by coming around the corner, but it puts the tiles and whatnot in there for me. So finish, that's done. Now you can't actually see the walls because I've made them invisible, but say if you were to wipe a screen over it, straight away you'll see that wall's been put there. It's a good way to check to see if they're in. And then we'll go to kitchen breakfast bar walls. That's as simple as just going from end to end. Finish, that's it. And again, you just wipe over that and it'll tell you straight away that that wall's there. And now we want to put some end panels in. So this panel we did with the other one, so end panel is here, another one here, repeat, another one here. Right, finish. So we wipe over that, we can see we've got kitchen cabinet walls here, kitchen cabinet walls here. Now how this works is the formula we've worked out with these here. It adds these up by linear metres, these walls. So it'll we've got a linear metre rate for what it costs for breakfast bar cabinets, and that includes the top, of course. And this one here we've got a linear metre worked out for what it costs for the cabinets with a linear metre and with a tile splashback. Now we've got overhead cabinets. So if it's a silver range house, and all houses are quoted, the way we do it anyway, are quoted initially just over the cupboards itself, the overheads. We don't bother with the fridge one because we've got a macro when we put it into data build that because that's a gold inclusion in our case, so the macro will work out the overhead cupboard over the fridge. So get our overhead cupboard, and you can't draw over the top of other walls either, so they won't come in. If I tried to put that over that wall, it won't allow me to do it. Righto, so because we put our base cupboard, we drew that wall at the back. For our overhead cupboard, we'll just draw it at the front here. Okay, finish. So we've got our overheads in. Now we do our overhead cupboard end panel. Because we've already got cupboards, a wall drawn at the end panel, each end, we can't put it there, so we'll just come in a little bit, draw it, repeat, and then put another one about here. So that tells me we've got all of them in. So just to make sure we're done with all our kitchen cupboard walls, we'll go like that, and it shows me, yes, I've gone around it all. If I hover over, it'll tell me what type of wall and whatnot it is. It'll give me the name of it, so we can make sure we're right. Now there's a couple of other things we've got to put in to make sure our kitchen price comes up. So we'll go to interiors, go across to cabinets, which is the first little picture of a cabinet, and if you hover over, it'll actually say cabinets. right click, collapse all. Now we've got things like pantry cabinets in here. Now if it's like this, no need to worry about it, because this pantry here is a walk-in pantry, so all the prices involved with that are already taken care of with what we've put in there, with the shelving, the door, and all of Izzo. But say it was a cabinet maker made pantry, one that is made out of laminate, well then you would have to pick one of these, depending on the size, 600mm. This is the width of it, and then a corner one. So you would have to pick those and put them in. Again, like this house here has a underbench oven, so all the cabinetry involved in it is taken care of with our wall that we put in there before. But say it had a wall oven tower at the end, you would have to put the wall oven tower cabinet in the place. So in this particular plan, they're pretty standard cabinetry, so there's no need to put any of those cabinets in. I do have laundry cupboards in here. Again, you don't have to, because we put them in silver to start off with. Later on I'll show you if a macro goes through the data bill pricing, and it'll include an 1800 size laundry base cupboard. What you have to do then is just go and adjust the size cupboard in data build, if in case it's not an 1800, say it's a 3 metre one or whatnot, you would have to change that in data build. So we don't bother with pantry laundry cabinets. The only time I ever do bother with something like this, say someone's asked for a silver house and I only want 2 or 3 upgrades, and one of them happens to be this, well then in that case I would drop this in. The recipe that's involved with these cupboards takes out the trough cabinet that's already there and puts all the paraphernalia involved, like splashbacks, the whole lot, into the price associated with these laundry cupboards. Okay, so in this plan again, it's all in silver, so we don't have to worry about that. Base cupboards. Now these two here are important. They have to go in every house, which is with an underbench oven. With an underbench oven, we need a microwave space and a pot drawer. So we just get that and just drop it in the house anywhere. And pretty much every house, well every house we've ever built, has a drawer unit, and this is for your cutlery drawers and whatnot. So we take that and we just drop it in, because they're not worked out in linear meters as the walls take for normal cupboards. So we just spin that around, move, put it in the corner. Now I haven't really spent any time on trying to for visual effect of the cupboards here. This is purely for the purposes of pricing. So say if you wanted to make the kitchen look good and all this, you can use all these cupboards here, make them up, put them in. Just when you finish, just remember how the prices come about. The prices come about with the products I've put in here now. So if you put extra in there, just go to the quantity after you've put it in. Like say we're going to put this cupboard in, for instance, or not that cupboard. That's sort of. So we're going to put this cupboard in, and we've moved it around, and we've made enough to make all the cupboards look good. You would double click on these ones you don't want. You would go to the quantity code and check it. Well, these don't have a quantity code, so you'd be fine. But just in case it was a cupboard did have a quantity code, you wanted to put it in there so it looked good, but you don't want to pick the price up, just don't forget, you've got to come down here, unclick the quantity code. Do it while you're going along, and that way you won't forget. Okay, so we don't actually want that in there because I'm not going to worry about the visual effect of it. I've put them on kitchen cupboard, kitchen walls height, so that way I can, because that looks a bit ugly on the plan, so when we do our paper space later, I won't be selecting kitchen walls, so I can zone that out. And that's pretty much it where it comes to kitchen cupboards. Pretty easy stuff. Okay.